to address, and I do this as a matter of genuine regret, the statement I saw made by the Leader of the Opposition yesterday. Because she claimed that, while she did my job, she negotiated a modernisation plan with British Steel to build an electric arc furnace at Teesside, followed by one at Scunthorpe. Mr. Speaker, I wish to make unequivocally clear to the House the new government inherited no such deal.
When you are negotiating, you do not have... They're cheering and laughing because they love this. They think that the public taking on billions of pounds of liabilities is fantastic. We had not finished the negotiation, so there was no amount. But it would have succeeded better than the terrible plan that he's got now.
Mr. Speaker, when it comes to steel, we will never accept the argument that steelmaking is a sunset industry. Steel is vital to every bit of the modern economy. Domestic demand for steel is only set to go up, not down. In the last few weeks alone, we've seen Heathrow Airport announce multi-billion-pound expansion plans requiring 400,000 tonnes of new steel. We've seen Universal Studios confirm they'll be building Europe's biggest theme park, and where possible, they'll use UK-made steel to do it. This government is backing the builders, not the blockers, and because of that action we take today, we have the chance to feed that boom with steel made in Britain. Mr. Speaker, the legislation we're setting out today will also help end the uncertainty that has been hanging over British Steel's Scunthorpe site for too long. And I welcome the opposition's support today for this recall. But this issue should have been resolved years ago. I also believe they may now view it as a mistake to have given this essential national asset to this company. But I have to address, and I do this as a matter of genuine regret, the statement I saw made by the Leader of the Opposition yesterday. Because she claimed that, while she did my job, she negotiated a modernisation plan with British Steel to build an electric arc furnace at Teesside, followed by one at Scunthorpe. Mr. Speaker, I wish to make unequivocally clear to the House the new government inherited no such deal. We could not renege on that deal because it did not exist. On day one, I was told there had been a lack of progress on this matter to date. So if such a deal was negotiated, somehow in secret, I would ask the Leader of the Opposition to say how much money she agreed to give Xingye for this deal, what were the conditions placed upon it, and to state the obvious, building 2 electric arc furnaces in 2 different locations would be more expensive than building one in one location. And given Xingye's request to build 2 furnaces in Scunthorpe was for £1.2 billion in taxpayer support, what...
Point of order. Kemi Badenoch.
Mr. Speaker, I would like advice on how to counter the points which the Secretary of State is making, given that they are factually incorrect, and they're factually incorrect and a complete misrepresentation of the situation that he inherited.
It's just been clarified by her good self. I can say I can't make the Secretary of State give way when you want to come to dispatch spots, but I'm sure if he notices again, he may wish to. Secretary of State.
Speaker, this is an excellent chance to clarify this, because if the Leader of the Opposition agreed a deal with Xingye to cause massive job losses in Scunthorpe, transfer the jobs to a completely different place at higher cost than the request the company made to us, I think she should be able to tell us, and I'm more than happy for her to give the
Mr. Speaker, Labour cannot negotiate. We were negotiating a modernisation deal that would have had limited job losses, just like we had in Port Talbot. They inherited a functioning commercial deal in Port Talbot. The same was going to happen with British Steel had we not had a snap election. What he is doing now, Mr. Speaker, is the union-pushed deal. They brought that deal to me, Mr. Speaker. I said no, he said yes.
Mr. Speaker, this is genuinely revelatory. I say again, if Xingye's request was for £1.2 billion to build at lesser cost in one place, what was the sum of money agreed by the Leader of the Opposition when she was Business Secretary to build in 2 places. Give it, because it certainly wasn't in the accounts of the Chancellor. I will give that. How much money was agreed to Xingye to close the jobs in Scunthorpe? Mr. Speaker.
When you are negotiating, you do not have... They're cheering and laughing because they love this. They think that the public taking on billions of pounds of liabilities is fantastic. We had not finished the negotiation, so there was no amount. But it would have succeeded better than the terrible plan that he's got now.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I believe our friends in the press will follow that up and find out exactly how much money the Leader of the Opposition secretly promised to Xingye to transfer those jobs out of Scotland. I think it might be wise, honourable members, on all counts, for that statement to be withdrawn. Mr. Speaker, the situation we inherited across the board on assuming office is one where most of our foundation industries were in some substantial difficulty. Since 2010, UK crude steel production has almost halved, and we know that rebuilding our steel industry after years of neglect will be a challenge. But it is one this government has grasped. Whether it is last intervention.
Grateful to my right honourable friend for giving way. Both he and I were in this House in 2015 when the party opposite sat on its hands and kissed goodbye to the Redcar blast furnace, and with it the state-of-the-art coke ovens that could have resolved this situation today. But before he sits down, could he say something about the Xingye activities at Lackenby and at Skinnygrove and how they will be impacted by his announcement today?
I am really grateful he's been able to put that point on the record for his community and to avoid the kind of situation we've seen in lots of industrial communities, to be frank, over the years. This is why we take this action today in the national interest, to provide that bridge, that possibility to the future. And specifically, in relation to the downstream mills, I mean, look, even if we were willing to accept a situation where they were supplied from a foreign country, in this case, the confidence of consumers, of businesses around that would surely be put at risk, and it would bring into question the entirety of British Steel's workforce and business, and a huge part of our strategic assets. And that is, again, why this decisive action today is necessary.